Welcome to Memphis, home to great barbecue, great music, and great people. First up on our tour, Bell Street. As soon as you get here, you can hear the music playing and smell that sweet and smoky barbecue cooking. Mostly because everywhere you turn, boom, there's a barbecue restaurant. It's great for a family weekend getaway, or even just a girls' night out if you're really into barbecue, and drinks of course. Beale Street is mostly known for its blues and jazz clubs, and also its renowned restaurants, and of course, bars. Some of these very clubs and bars are where Elvis Presley learned about the great music of blues and rock and roll, listening in on great artists like B.B. King and Carly Thomas, mostly because they had to sit out because blacks and whites weren't allowed in the same place. But he still learned some great music from those great people. B.B. King is considered the godfather of blues. Here in Memphis, you can go to Mr. King's Blues Club and enjoy great music and of course some great food. So that's what Memphis has to offer. Before you pass the B.B. King Blues Club, head on over to B.B. King's company store and get some souvenirs and memorabilia. Before B.B. King passed, you would have been lucky to see him perform live while you ate a meal. And while you ate your meal, you were able to enjoy some of the great music from some of the other areas downtown as well. Next up on our trip, Silky O'Sullivan. You can enjoy live music, great food, drinks, and great service. And if you're looking for fun on the weekend getaway, this is the place to be. FedEx Forum, home of the Memphis Grizzlies and the men's basketball team for University of Memphis. When there isn't a game going on, some artists come here to perform concerts, and you might even be able to catch a wrestling match. Right next door to the FedEx Forum, we have the Rock and Roll Museum that teaches about great artists in our great city. Some of these artists you may ask, Carla Thomas and Son House. Carla Thomas is considered the queen of Memphis soul music. If it wasn't for her parents knowing the gift she had, we would not have been able to enjoy her beautiful, soulful tunes. Next up we have Son House. He was an American blues singer and guitarist. Who would have known that this church pastor would have turned into a famous blues singer? Memphis, of course. Next, I take you to AutoZone Park down on Union. It's a part of the minor league baseball team and home of the Memphis Redbirds. They also host some University of Memphis baseball games here, especially the game they play against Ole Miss. If you're not trying to catch a ball while you're here, the park is sometimes used for special events. So if you're here for a wedding, or even just a family picnic, this is the place to go. Next, I take you to the National Civil Rights Museum, also originally known as the Lorraine Motel. When most people came to Memphis back then, this was one of the best hotels to go to. But after Dr. Martin Luther King's death, there was not much business there. Now it is the National Civil Rights Museum, where you can learn about the battle MLK was fighting and what he and many others went through. Dr. Martin Luther King and many others fought for the rights of those that couldn't. They wanted people to speak out and hear about our story. And without them, Memphis probably wouldn't even be as famous as it is now. Who would have thought such a tragic death would have brought such popularity to a city? I hope seeing a little bit of this wonderful town makes you want to stop